What's up, guys? Today we're gonna do another video. Yeah, I'm tired as shit. I just drove, I don't know, 16 hours back home from work. Got a couple hours of sleep. Now we up working on this damn car. We got some couple packages in from Amazon. We're gonna see what's in them. We'll install them. All right, so this first package, let's see what it is. All right. Let's see, I believe it's some dash 4. We're gonna use this on the wastegates. Let's see. And we got ICT billet manual tensioner. This is the main thing I'm wanting to get done before we hit the dyno, so I quit losing the damn belt. All right. And we have some dash 6 for the power steering. Some brass tees to get rid of those freaking plastic ones that dry rot. We got a new belt. This is for people who are running basically just a water pump and alternator. Let's see. Master power is 201.3 AC, and there's another, it cross references, and this is the one I found on the internet. 6K775. So it's 75 inches long, 6 ribs. I don't remember what the K7 means. I think it's the width. All right. And that also depends on if you have the bigger amperage alternator. If you have the big amp alternator, I believe you run this one. If you have the smaller alternator, which most trucks like 1500s have, you're going to run the 74 inch or 74 and a half. I have a manual tensioner, so it's probably not going to matter if it's a little bit long. Hopefully, I have to bring it back. Okay, I'm not good at this tearing shit apart with one hand like all these other YouTubers. Not sure how they do that. We got some exhaust trim rings. I was going to go out the hood, but I'm kind of like wanting to go out the dang fenders. So y'all might be seeing that this week. I might start making a bunch of pie cuts, tacking it together and getting it going out the fender. All right, what else we got? This is the ICT billet 6AM flare to M16.1.5. This is to go to the power steering pump on a Chevrolet, to the high side, high pressure side. So you're going to want to use PTFE hose on this. If you use the regular nylon rubber stuff, it's probably not going to hold up. I'm not saying it won't, but it's a lot of pressure. I believe it's over 1,000 PSI. So these PTFE lines are going to hold it, but I really doubt the rubber will. See what this is. I don't think I know this. Yeah, it's another air intake temperature sensor. The one I bought on Amazon. It sat in a box for a little while, and by the time I actually put it on the car, found out it didn't work. Couldn't send it back. So got another one. They're cheap. All right, what is all here? GM flex fuel sensor. I have everything but the quick disconnects to 6 to get this bad boy plumbed in. So I gotta wait for that. I believe it comes tomorrow. I'll record that and put this in the video too. I'll just wait. And this is 6AM female to female. It's just going to be so we don't have to cut any lines. We can just splice it right into the regulator. Freaking fuel gauge. I was going to wire it to the Holly, but I didn't want to use up an input since I don't have a Holly dash. And I do have the pod spaces for you know, gauges in your AC vents for my old stuff. And I'd rather not just be empty, so I'll throw one of these in there. Can't fire it up for too long. I don't have my belt driving the water pump on there. I'm putting a new manual tensioner on it right now. So. we gonna put this tensioner together. Bear with me, I need to find like a stand or something to put this camera on. I'm just kind of leaning it up against the grinder. Okay, where you can actually see everything. All right. So, we're gonna look at these instructions. All right, put these two together. Like so. All right, it's gonna be this one. Probably not gonna do Loctite on the videos or anything, but I will do that after I get off the camera. It's just too much to do right now. Let's see, and then flat. I guess it's the short one. So the short, flat-headed one right there. So we'll put spacer, pulley, washer, M10 by 40 millimeter. Washer, spacer. Sorry, I'm not talking much. It's kind of boring, I know. Let's see. Part 2. These two spacers. Damn camera fell over. All right. These two spacers go to the block with the little spacer, and then your 2 long bolts and your short bolt. All a flathead type. And then use a 1/2-inch drive to set tension. They don't have a tension on here, but I've done research, and for all the other manual sensors, they say 25 foot-pounds. So pull it back till it clicks 25 foot-pounds, hold it, and then tighten up the back nut. And that should be the right tension on the belt. Get this manual tensioner bolted up. It's Allen wrenches, so it's a pain in the butt. The last bottom one is the small one. And this is for the truck spacing. If you have Corvette or F-body, you have to order a different part number. It tells you in the description on Amazon when you buy them. Just make sure you get the right one. What's bad is this next thing is so pretty and everything else is so ugly on the front of this motor. You gotta put German torque specs on these, good and tight. And I'm gonna get my torque wrench. We'll put the belt on. We'll pull it back with the torque wrench, 25 foot-pounds. And we'll tighten up that set screw back here. And we should be done. Let's put the belt on. See if I can remember how this belt goes on. Yeah, so I do have the smaller pulley, so really should have went with a 74.5-inch belt. The 75 is a little long. I'm like with the very edge of my adjustment, but we're gonna make it work. Worst case scenario, it falls off, and I gotta get a different one. So for you who are running this setup, water pump, alternator only, 74.5. If you got the small truck alternator. It's kind of it's right there. You figure it'd be more foot-pounds, but I don't know, it feels pretty tight. We shall see. Definitely going to keep these two in the vehicle for a little while. We're gonna take off these exhausts and we'll put some pie cuts. I'm gonna come up and try to come out the fender over here. See how it goes. We'll start with this one. Not really sure if I have enough skill to do this, but we're going to try it out. We'll just start cutting pie cuts, tack it together, and then I'll have to bring it to a shop to finish TIG it out because I don't have a TIG. I'm going to make the first pie cut. Hard 90-degree turn now. All right, guys, it's the next day. Got dark. come inside, try to finish this up so I can drop off, get finished with it. Bad boy on here. As you can see, there's very little room for the tire. As you can see, got just enough with the tire turned all the way in. Yeah, there's some ugly welds, but hey, whatever works, man. She's gonna be rocking and rolling soon. Well, was headed to the dyno today. I got the boost controller hooked up, and my tuner sent me a base file to make sure the boost control is working, get a log for them before I hit the dyno. And guess what? Old Ching Chang Chong spoolie boy over here bit the dust. So I hit about 13.5 pounds of boost, and then it like hit a boost cut and made an awful screeching sound. So when I pulled on the side of the road, I could see the blades hitting the side every 15-20 seconds. So I had to unbolt it and just kind of tie it out the way so it wouldn't chunk a bunch of metal in my motor so I get back. What's funny is this is the one that had most play. This one barely had any play at all. So when you roll the dice on the eBay Turbo game, you are rolling the dice. Stick with DS Racing or a good brand that you know. I mean, they're $150 $50 a piece. So hey, I got a couple good fun pulls out of it. It is what it is. Guess we'll be upgrading to the S362s or S366s very soon. I talked to my buddy. He's got an S362 at his shop that's used but still good, and he can try to get me another one at his dealer cost. So probably going to go that route. Save me a little money, get me on the road a little faster. Well, oh, y'all didn't get to see the finished result and the pipe out the side. This one has one too now. I don't have a rivet gun to put my little trim pieces on there. I'll get them on soon.